We wanted to head towards Stockport Way and to go down the A6 to Hazel Grove. Lisa Smart is the Liberal Democrat MP. Good morning, Lisa. Thank you for your time today. How much of a difference do you expect between Sir Keir Starmer and Andy Burnham? Good morning.
Good morning to you. Well, I hope some difference, not just in the way it's presented, but I worry a little bit that Andy Burnham's coming in saying he's going to stick to the Labour manifesto on the one hand, and then he's announcing some changes that weren't in the manifesto from the other. So it's difficult to see at this early stage. I do think that the style of communication that's coming from Andy Burnham, he does seem more able to connect with people. He does seem more able to communicate the story of what the Labour government's trying to do. And so I'm hopeful. I remain optimistic. As a Liberal Democrat, we're optimistic by nature, but I really want him to do well because I want our country to do well. And let's see what he's going to announce in his cabinet later today.
What do you want to see from the new Prime Minister? Anything in particular that just hasn't been going well or didn't go well for Sir Keir Starmer at the end of his time?
Yeah, I think, look, he's going to be the 7th Prime Minister in 10 years. And to me, that's a sign that our system is not working as it should. So I, as a Liberal Democrat, would like to see some quite big changes in the way we do our politics. That includes the way we count our votes. I think the fact that we've got a first past the post system, the way we elect MPs and councillors at the moment, I think that's broken. And I would want to see a change to a fairer voting system, a proportional representation system. I think that would change the way we do our politics. And that would change the way, I think, then it would enable governments to then change the things that everybody cares about. So making sure our NHS is working, and everybody knows you can't fix the NHS until you fix social care. Keir Starmer's government's been far too slow trying to fix social care. They're saying they're going to take 3 years to come up with a plan, and our social care system just doesn't have that long. And then everything's just so blooming expensive. And so tackling the cost of living, bringing people's bills down, whether it's their gas bill, electricity bill, tax bill, that's what I'd like to see the new Prime Minister looking at.
Andy Burnham has constantly talked about the sort of wealth taxes. How will this go down in places that are more wealthier in the areas that you look after, Lisa?
Oh, I've got a really mixed area. I represent the finest constituency in the land, but there are really mixed bits in that. We do have some wealthier parts and some less well-off parts. And I think that the difference between those in things like health inequalities, so if you look at what one part of Stockport and the other part of Stockport, there could be like a 10-year age gap in when you're expected to have a healthy life expectancy. And that can't be right, just because of the family you're born into or just because of how much money you've got. So I would like to see the government focusing on things like that to get people healthier, living longer. And also, the great thing about that is it costs the NHS less when they are doing.
Lisa, thank you for your time today. That's Lisa Smart on BBC Radio Manchester, Liberal Democrat MP for Hazel Grove.